Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome to our live plan with me. Let's get everyone settled. Who is planning with us today? Let us know in the chat. We are doing a very different time slot. We are doing a different day. We're doing all the things different today. Hey Rita. Hey Andrea. Let's see. Phyllis. Hello, hello. How's it going? Let's see, guys. We have Heather. Hello, hello. Let's see. Okay. The first time ever we actually looks like YouTube's being on the like here side. Hi, KL Dyer. Hello, hello. Heather, is everything ready for the party? We're back to back booked with another party that's going to be doing it today. So fingers crossed. They are very tidy people. And there's no chaos for tomorrow. So we're going to do a little evening stroll tonight and take a look and see the condition. And if it looks all good, then I will put up a post for some writing tomorrow morning. And if it's chaos, well then, no. Then we'll just have chaos, but that's okay. I understand chaos. I know how to deal with that. Okay, guys. I know we're planning early, so we still have the rest of today and we have tomorrow. But how's the week been going for you guys? How are you checking off things that matter? Or are you falling into the trap of getting down all the things that seem important but really are not? They're not going to move you forward to the things that matter for you. Let us know. I actually have been moving through Publish and Thrive. I'm still in module 1, but at least I'm making progress, which is good. I can live with that. Revision wise, I tried doing paper, standard letter size. Didn't like that. It's disbound, so it's not very rigid, so I didn't really like the feel of that. Then I tried doing it in Scrivener directly, which there's some aspects that I like, but I'm going to try. I tried yesterday, and I think I'm gonna try one more day, using the letter size, or half A5 size, and using another disbound small notebook that allows me to make it more portable. And then I can go back to pen and paper, which I like for editing. Let's see, Phyllis, I said no to something this week. I realized I did not have time to continue with a professional commitment that would take time away from my writing. Whew, go you, that's awesome. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, is say no. That is awesome. Congrats. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, we tend to say yes and then realize, no. I can't make that work. What am I thinking? Heather, I got more done on finances than I did last week. Awesome. And that had to be my priority. That's perfect. Rita, recap. I watched a few random HB videos. Why do we enjoy an unboxing of stationery supplies? Because we wish we could buy all the things. I decided to use glow and dark stones for all my chores. See the jobs done. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Phyllis, good to hear you are using Scrivener a bit more. I'm loving the Scrivener side of it. I just feel like kind of want a little more flexibility. I think maybe it's because we're doing the hot weather and I don't really want to be tied to a computer. It gets warm. I want something cool. I think that's probably more what it is. I have also been trying to centralize my writing more to Scrivener. Jenna, hello, hello. Listening in while rapid planning and other admin tasks. Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, we're going to just dive right on in. I have a feeling we're going to have a smaller group today just because of all the time slot switching and stuff that I've done. But you know what? We make life work. Okay, guys, so we are going to dive right in. Let's see. Just Eva, hello all. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm here. Well, we are just about to get started, so you're perfectly fine. And I have prompts for everything, so it's all good. So let's get started, guys, with planning next week. So first one we do is our weekly review. We do an emotional check-in first just to see, because we often lie to ourselves as to how much we actually get done. And then we actually go back and we look on paper what we did, and we realize we did so much more. So what we're looking at for a weekly review is your successes, your failures, your challenges, your biggest distractions, and your best fixes. And what needs to be carried forward. Heather, and we appreciate you taking the time, even if it isn't the normal. I didn't want to, you guys, I'm planning just as much as you guys are, so we're always, I don't want to miss, because I don't want to mess everybody's week up, but I also don't mess up my following week either. So this is all very mutual. All right, guys, let's dive in. We're going to get that 2-minute timer up. And sometimes I use pencil, sometimes I use red pen, and I just go back to the original plan that was set up that we did last week, and just check things off and see what got completed. Use fractions. If you only got half of it done, put a half, but it means you still worked on it. It still got partly done. It's not a 0. And if it's a 0, why is it a 0? Look into the reasons why it didn't happen, because sometimes there's things that we avoid doing. We just don't, something about it isn't sitting right with us, so we leave it, we abandon it, we ignore it, we try to pretend it's not there. So put any marks that you feel will help you to really analyze what you did. Okay, 2-minute timer going up, guys, and let's do our weekly review. Okay, let's see. Heather, okay. Jenna, teaching tasks has been zapping my focus. I need to find a balance between that and being my own CEO. Yes, I hear you on that. Rita, I feel as if I got more chores around the house accomplished. I need to draw my tarot, etc. cards more often. Slow forward, but my first 6 chapters already written. Love that. Baking cookies for tomorrow's library event this afternoon. Awesome. Love that. That's perfect. Heather, as long as I work on it today and tomorrow, I'm on track for my finances. Woo! Woo! That's awesome. Writing has fallen behind for this week, but you and me both. But that's my own fault because I'm trying to find a system that really works for me. Sometimes that is how it has to work out. Yes, and there's only so many hours in the day, and there's only one us, so we can only get done what we can get done, and that's all there is to it. And if we're doing something where we're changing gears, if you're teaching and then trying to get back to all your regular tasks that you do, that's going to be a lot harder because you're doing something that is taking probably a lot more energy out of you, you know? So, okay, I think it's not as bad as I thought. I have some spaces which have, halves and sums and whatever other little notations I could put for myself to try to figure out. But at least I showed up for it and I got some of it done. For those successes, completed all 3 overall goals. That's awesome. Challenges, distraction, Netflix, and not as much writing. Well, that it depends if that is feeding the well. Sometimes we need that too. Best fixes, break down tasks and schedule everything. Carrying forward some household tasks. Oh, I love that. And I love how you broke that down. That's beautiful. Okay, guys. So for anyone that was here last week, you know that we kind of switched things around and we went from biggest and down to the smallest things. So the first one we're going to do is, I hear little twinkle toes. Hi, Frodo. Hi, baby. Yes. Hi, yes, you're sweet. Okay, let's dive into our first one, long-range goals. So anything new to your Q3 that you're adding in, any prep or research that you have for anything that you're trying to bring in for Q4 or Q1, anything you want to remove or delay because you realize it's not quite the right time for it. You're not going to have the time for it. You don't have the right setup for it. Something's missing. Something's not quite there yet. Any new developments that have you reconsidering things, and how do these long-range goals impact your future plans? Make sure that they're still important. Just because you wrote it down there 6 months ago doesn't mean that's still important to you. Maybe things have shifted. Maybe you realize that's not going to give you the impact you need that you're looking for. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, and let's start with our big picture items. Okay. How did you make, let's see. I gave myself one that is from my future stuff here that I'm trying to prep. Gave myself one little tiny task to do for it. That's all I have to do. Move the bar forward, that one task. I'm not thinking about it anymore, not questioning it anymore. I'm going to do one thing that's creative toward it, and that's it. It is time. Heather, I don't think the list has changed for quarter and prepping for next. Sweet. Rita, continue with Nexus and hopefully ready for beta readers for the new year. Sweet. NaNoWriMo for November. Outline for Maple River in October. I want to finish the digital photos for October too. Sweet. Love that. That's beautiful. I'm going to... I feel like I should pull out my mild liners and like highlight everything. Or do I highlight afterwards and that's my way of marking them off, that I could have all that pretty rainbow color? I'm not sure. Okay, guys. See, what was the other one I wanted to add? It's hard to say because of the chaos of it's for what's coming tomorrow. We'll see. Jenna, I bit off a lot for Q3. A lot on my Kanban will carry over for writing. Excited to get life balanced before Preptober. Maybe working on 3 series at one time while teaching is a bit much. Yeah. Is there a way that you can... Do you have them prioritized? Out of the 3 series, which one's most important, middle importance, least importance? Maybe you could split your time up like I'm sort of doing with this one thing. Is I want to see forward motion on it, but I know it's still, in terms of importance, it's still just that little thing. It's just, I want to get started on it, right? So maybe you can give it a hierarchy. That way the majority of your time is going into the most important. You share, have, 25% of your time can go to the middle and then a little something at the end for the other one. Or do they have to all be kind of going simultaneously at full? Don't burn yourself out is what I'm trying to say very badly. Yes, Jenna, but sadly I can relate. 2 series ready for final revisions and a new project to lead to a series. Guys, don't burn yourselves out. Careful. Very careful. Okay, we are moving on to our next one. Projects. So we're looking at our active current projects, any new projects we want to bring in. If you can break things down to your next tasks or steps, that's ideal. If you can frame it as good, better, best, to give yourself a slight challenge, a little bit more challenge, fireworks and confetti for the third for the best. Any problems or delays that have come up in terms of maybe not being able to get something that you need to move forward on the task. Maybe you're waiting for someone else. If it's some kind of collaborative work or assistant or something like that, write it all down. Are they serving your bigger goals? Yes, good point. Burnout hurts. It does. Don't do it to yourself. Make sure you're being realistic and you're taking care of yourself. Okay? I'm all for the push of doing the little extra, but make sure that it's working for you and that you're not hurting yourself. We can all go 110% for a little bit, but we can't continue that, and that's the part we have to be careful of, right? Okay, guys, 2-minute timer going up, and let's list out all those lovely projects that matter to us. And go. Okay, if I do per day, so 20. That'll be fine. Okay. Well, how did you do? Let's see. Well, I was going to plan to have all of my writing into Pro Scrivener by the start of NaNoWriMo. I have about 50-60% of it in the tool at present. Ooh, nice progress. Heather, my two main projects for this quarter are getting the finances figured out towards the divorce and the rough draft finished for my book. That sounds like a definite positive forward motion for you. I think that's good. Rita, nothing new for projects. Nexus and Declutter House. Bags of clothes to drop off this week. Ooh, that's progress. Start a writing plan notebook to keep writing and revising. Oh, I like that. Very nice. I guess it's effectively what I sort of did. I went and picked up the, I don't know if you guys, do you guys have a Staples around you? Picked up one of the, what's that like? What's it? One of these little hardcover ones. And it's basically allowing me, but it has a pen loop. So, you know, pen loops are important. The other one that was part of the problem is I could never have a pen on it. And then I was like always having to go into the other one and get it. And, Phyllis updating Kanban. Now I need to extend my dates. They are too aggressive right now. Nice analysis there. Love Staples. It's a dangerous place for me to go. Okay. So how are you guys doing for deadlines? Are you setting yourselves up with deadlines, personal deadlines? Just, I mean, even if you fudge them a little, a deadline can really help you to give weight and priority to something. And Michael's too. Just take my credit card. Staples and Terrace too. Now, we hit Reitman's did a flash sale. I said to one of the ladies, basically, let's see if we can scare the credit card. But it was 40% off, guys. 40% off. So good. Okay, guys. We are going to dive into our smaller tasks. All those annoying little things. Actually, I want to stay on projects for 1 second. So if there's anything you want to add a deadline to, just take a second now and go and throw that down there. Just so you give it, ensure that you are giving yourself an end date. So it's not infinite. You are going to try to get it done by the end of August or by the end of September or whatever it may be. If it's something that, maybe it might be one room in your house and you want that done by the end of the week or something like that. Start thinking in terms of those deadlines, because that way it'll make it immediately give it more priority and weight, and ensure that you're getting it done. Okay, I'll give you guys like a couple seconds to do that, and then we will dive into all the annoying smaller tasks that keep the world going round, at least our own worlds, right? And I'm going to throw down this one. I'm going to give myself I think I'm going to do the end of September on that one. Okay, great. Okay, guys, we're going to go into the next one here. So, smaller tasks. These are all those things. Let's see. Jenna, I need to get interviews scheduled for my channel by the end of August. Sweet. Thank you for that reminder. You're welcome. I noticed I was not putting it down myself, and I'm like, no, that's not going to help me long term, because then I feel like I can just keep moving that bar over. No. I know me. Okay, guys, we are diving into all those smaller tasks that just make everything else work in our lives. Chores and errands, meal planning, admin tasks, banking and bill due dates, self-care. And you guys know I always get you to schedule at least some of your self-care to make sure it happens. Sprints you want to attend, because face it, we are all creatives and writers and entrepreneurs, and if we want to watch something, we should try to make that part of our plan, so we're making it a priority and making sure that it's down and the reminders there for us. And can you batch together your smaller tasks? Take 5 of your 5-minute tasks and just get them all done in one Pomodoro. That makes life easier too. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, and let's populate our list with all those little things that we need to get done. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm forgetting a small something that I need to do. I don't know. Some small little extra task I wanted to do this week, and I'm not sure what it was now. This is why we write it down. This is why we keep our planner open. This is why we have our post-its at hand, so we can scribble this stuff down and be good to go. Let's see. So what did you guys come up with for your the smaller tasks? Were you able to batch them in any way? I haven't found quite a way to do that yet. At least not on paper. And I think it's because maybe I need to start breaking things down as subsections, possibly. That'd be interesting to try. If I find something successful, I will share it with you guys. Okay. We're going to move on to our next one, which is kind of the thing that we would normally have started with. But I found, as I said last week, that often we give more weight to these and these become our priorities. And then the things that matter to us don't happen. And we're going to try to swap that. Heather, I have 3 phone calls I need to get taken care of. Meal planning for 3 weeks. Grocery shopping list for 2 weeks. Oh, awesome. Rita, normal stuff. Town this week. Groceries, clothing bin, and recycle pop cans, etc. Meds, coffee chat, and sprints. Thank you for the meds reminder. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Where am I going to get this one? Let's put it right here, I guess. Get that on there. I have to get that. Let's see. Okay. What else? Let's see. And also remember, if you guys have like returns and stuff you have to do, to kind of list those up too. I mean, especially if you can incorporate them into a day when you're already running errands anyway, and you can get them out of your house and out of your hair, then ideal, right? Let's see. Phyllis, creating Kanban cards. Kanban cards for individual tasks has been helpful to me. I have a Kanban board for each personal project, including one for a writing project. I like that idea. Very nicely broken down. Hey, Lynn. Hi. It's okay. How are you doing? That's okay. That's okay. I'm here now and diving into planning that plan. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. Remember, I'm the one creating chaos. All me, guys. We will return to our Neville scheduling next week. I've been writing lots. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is excellent. Well, congrats on that. We just started on to the one where we normally start, which of course I flipped everything. We're doing our important dates for the next 2 weeks. So events and birthdays, appointments, commitments, deadlines, and note any travel time or action or prep that is needed so that you make sure you give yourself the time you need to do it right. Okay, guys, I'm going to bring up a calendar. I don't think I really have much on it, but at the same time, and also this could be a good one if you're putting in your the sprints that you want to attend, because if you're going to have a calendar up, then it will be easier to see which dates you want to work with. All right. Let's see. We're going to go to the big one. There we go. There. Okay. All right, guys, 2-minute timer going up, and let's look at the next 2 weeks and see what's coming up so we can plan accordingly. And just like I said, note down and if there's any prep or anything you need to do in terms of buying gifts or kind of shopping, any kind of documentation you might need for it. I'm trying to think what else might, maybe a space that you might need to make ready for it or anything like that. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer going up and go. Important dates. Let's see, it is 20, no. something here. Okay. What do we end up with here? Let's see. Jenna, birthday plans for me ahead. That is sweet. When is the actual day? When are we celebrating you? Elaine, partner, is traveling next weekend, so I can get a lot of dictating done then. My mother's birthday soon, so I should buy a gift for her shortly. Personal deadline of August 28th for draft of next book. Ooh, sweet. When is the next writing retreat weekend? I think we're doing it in, I think it's October. And I think we're doing something different as well for November. Not entirely sure what the concrete plans are yet, but I know the retreat, I think, is October. Had their open house and the last first day of school are only events left this month. Sweet. Rita, 2 more doctor's appointments for hubby, 1 to Regina, maybe a trip to Staples. Library programming kits to go over and plan for Thursday. They need to be returned end of month. Interesting. And happy advanced birthday to Jenna. Definitely at September 6th. Well, we are going to have to get that down there. So we can make sure that that gets noted. And you need to plan well, definitely. I feel like there's a date in here that I should know, and I'm looking at it going, And of course I have nothing written down. So I'm like, I know there's something there, so I have to figure that out. I do have one thing here I just realized. 15th. I have to get the time for my child here. There, okay, that's one of them that I didn't personally do the appointment, so that's why. Okay, guys, we are going to dive into our larger goals now that depending on how you've planned. Of course, we've done this for a while now, so sometimes we've already successfully broken down our tasks and projects into smaller increments. But if you haven't yet, let's create some bite-sized pieces that'll make it easier for us to achieve, and also give ourselves, if you haven't already, some good, better, best goals. I think I really do need to create one of those for video editing. I need to somehow get butt in chair and get myself doing these, because I avoid them and I need to stop because it's not good. And there's things I want to do, and creatively I enjoy doing them, and it's the editing side of it that I'm avoiding. So I need to somehow create, even if it's like, 1 hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours just to get started would probably be a huge one for me. So break it down and get it done. That's what we're trying to achieve, guys. 2-minute timer to go through and just see if there's something you can just make yourself a little side note of how you want to break that down to make it easier on you and ensure success. Where's the afternoon reading? Where did I put it? Okay, let's see. What did we do here? Elaine, I want to write about another 12 to 13K words next week. So about 2.5K daily on writing days. Promo is finally dying off, so I can concentrate on writing again. Well, that's awesome. 12, 15, 18K would be good, better, best. Awesome. Rita YouTube app on my phone so I can watch heart breathing videos. Yes, in the evening when hubby's watching sports. Just keep at my post-its for my writing. Take some sprints for photos to flash drives. Oh, I like that. That's a good plan. That's awesome. Yeah, I just realized I gave myself some time blocks to make sure that I at least get started, because I think that's half the time is just getting started on something. We distract ourselves with other things instead of just sitting down. Even if we get started and we say we'll do this for 5 minutes, which face it isn't going to get us very far. But we get there 5 minutes, then we stay there, and then we get it done, and we do 1 or 2 Pomodoros, and it's just getting there. So trying to figure out systems to get there. Elaine, I've fallen so far behind on Publish and Thrive, but that's okay. I am still in module 1. I'm about halfway through the videos, give or take. And I'm not worrying about it because there's only so much time in the day, and that's it. And I knew this was going to be a crazy week, so I'm happy that I got halfway through the videos. Heather, continue working through finances, divorce in time blocks. Perfect. Writing 2 hours a day on days off work and 30 minutes a day on the days I work. Oh, I love that. It's beautiful. Same, halfway through module 1. Yeah. So you're in good company. It's okay. And just work through them, because if you rush them, you don't take the information in. Some of it you're going to have to go back when you're ready for it anyway. So just kind of relax, enjoy. I'm trying to move around more, do more exercise. I'm trying to give myself the rule that I can't watch a video unless I'm actually walking around while I'm doing it. So I've been doing that as well. So which is putting me behind on some things, because then I can't, the heart breathings ones, she just put, Sarah just put another one up, and I think I'm halfway through the second one, so I need to get onto those, but this week is not the week to get caught up on that kind of stuff. I'm just not going to have the time. And that's a good idea. Yes. Make sure you're taking in, make sure the subject is something you can skip around to. Like, there's some things that you want to watch the video so you start thinking about it, and other things that are like, okay, I'll need that information when I get there. It's more technical, it's more step by step. So, Jenna, you are so welcome for the birthday wishes. I love how you help us divide these tasks. You're so welcome. Yeah, and it's just a matter of this, breaking it down, making it easier for ourselves, making it so we show up, making sure we're not hurting ourselves in terms of burnout. It's so easy to do. This weekend, it hurt, or this week, having to cut so many things out, but the reality is my time is committed to something else. And once that is done, that time will come back to me, or you know what I mean. I will basically be able to, next week will be a more normal week, right? Okay, guys, we are going to dive into our getting ahead of. So we're still dealing with a bit of summer, so there could still be some vacations and stuff coming up. But there's also things like writers' conferences coming, and work stuff that will maybe be getting in the way. So what is it that you would like to create a buffer for, so that when you're actually doing the other thing, you are able to just be there in the moment and relax and not worry about work, because you've already gotten yourself ahead and made yourself a nice little pocket, so you can enjoy those days that you're on vacation or at a conference or whatever, and you're not having to worry about all the social media stuff, all the work stuff, even your writing. If you give yourself a little pocket, then you can relax and know that you've made the time up that would be moving you towards that deadline, and you can take these next 3 weeks off, or 3 weeks off, 3 days off, this week off, whatever it may be. Phyllis, I like the idea about setting exercise goals. Yes. Good. Move 30 minutes per day. Oh, sweet. Better, work out 3 times per week. Awesome. Best, go to the gym, outside, walk, and work out 3 times per week. I do mine because we have a pupper, so evening walks, I try to make sure they're at least a 20-minute walk, if not more. Preferably more. I try around a 25-30 if I can, but that's built in because he's got to walk anyway. And then during the day, I often will walk around the house and, like I said, watch a video. I get to watch the video that I want to see anyway, and then I also get to move around, and it's actually pretty good. You actually feel it. So I also use my watch, which has a timer feature on it, so I don't have to be watching a clock. I can just put it on for a 25-minute sprint, and and sometimes, of course, the video is going to be longer. You might not want to walk for 40 minutes, right? So you put that 25-minute timer on, or whatever you feel comfortable with, and you can build yourself up, and it's just a much easier system. Give yourself systems. That's what we're saying. Okay, guys, so 2-minute timer, anything that you want to create a buffer for, to make sure it's getting that you're trying to create time for something else where you just want to be able to focus in the moment and enjoy a family visit, vacation time, or whatever it may be, conference time. 2-minute timer, guys, and your schedule, your calendar may play into this. So if you want to pull up your calendar as well, so you can see exactly when something is coming up, what kind of time frame you can create for that. And don't forget to also create mini lists for yourself. If there's something that you have a few things you want to do, that you can actually can break it down into those little sub lists. They'll make life easier for you too. Let's see, Heather, with divorce, I am running so close to mental emotional burnout. I have decided that all goals have to be flexible. That's smart. I like that. I have no energy to work ahead, so if I miss something, I have to give myself grace. And that's the other part of it, right? And those are, you could give yourself the incremental goals as well, so you can actually break things down and go by your energy for that day, right? Elaine, for once, I feel like I don't need a buffer in the near future. Level out. I am pretty on track with the work and sort of have already created a buffer there. Nice. Good approach, Heather. Definitely. Rita, moving forward with my revisions, etc. Library program kits need to be my focus this week. Smart. Heather to Elaine, thank you. I appreciate you telling me that. Yes. Definitely. Life has its... life comes at us in varying ways, and sometimes we just cannot have a concrete goal. We have to go, especially if something emotional, we have to be able to be prepared to give ourselves the flexibility that we need to work around those emotions, with those emotions, through those emotions, right? So, okay, guys. Now we're going to go on to my and Elaine's favorite, avoiding. What are you avoiding? Why are you avoiding it? Why does it still matter? Make it a priority and free yourself of it. For me, this is social media. Always, always, always. And I need to stop. Okay, guys, let's dive right on in. Okay, what are you avoiding? And go. This one here is the reading. Let's see here. Phyllis decided, I love it, Elaine. Phyllis decided to move some things out to Q4. I have recently moved and I'm giving myself some time to settle into the new place community. Yes. And we want to believe that we could pop into a new place and everything will be where we need it. Takes a while to settle in and get comfortable. Heather, I moved the finances with the divorce to #1 last week. Still want to avoid it, but I will keep working through it. And be kind to yourself. Give yourself rewards as you work on it, because this is something that is not enjoyable. So give yourself rewards after you work on X number amount, and that way you could reward yourself with your writing. You can reward yourself with reading, some just simple things. Buy yourself some flowers. Just do the things that will make you feel good. Phyllis, avoiding some financial tasks, scheduling them and breaking them down on my calendar. Maybe I need to reward myself for completing them. Yes, and the more we avoid something, give yourself a reward, guys. Elaine, avoiding the reread and revisions on the draft so far, even though I know it's a vital part of my process when I hit the midpoint. So I guess I'll start doing that today. So, okay, I'm glad you say that, because I often feel that need and then I push myself to keep going, and then I feel like, well, I should have looked back, and I like that that is an I guess it's always an option, but we feel like we're told we have to keep going, right? Read avoiding certain house chores, photos to flash drives, but I'm slowly moving forward. Declutter, yes. You will declutter your life and you will feel so much joy, and then you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Love when we do that to ourselves. And then we just, but life gets in the way, right? We all know this. Okay, guys. So the fun now. We are going to dive into our reality check. Now, this week that we're currently in, I did not like the reality check because I could not do all the things, and I want to do all the things. So let's see, guys, if you can protect yourself from burnout. First priority number 1. Can you successfully manage to do everything that you have chosen to do with the time you have this week, or I should say next week? And what should you delay? So you're ensuring that you're protecting yourself and keeping yourself sane. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's go through and, oh, what do we got here? I like the idea of putting some tasks from last week and I didn't complete as a priority for the next week. Oh, thanks for, you are so welcome. Definitely, yeah, and just making sure, because if they're still relevant and they're now a week behind, now we're maybe getting into crunch time. Or if you, sometimes that can be a good thing, because it mentally, if we give ourselves a deadline like that, it's more crunch, then we will actually dive in and get it done, because it's now suddenly up here instead of here on the list. Okay, guys. You can also do like a daily, you can do your top 3. A lot of planners have a top 3 list. You can also do your non-negotiables. Today I have to do A, B, and C. The rest of it, if it doesn't happen, not the end of the world, but make sure your non-negotiables are being dealt with on your daily planning, so that you're making sure that they are done when they need to be done. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer. Let's do our reality check. You may want to just delay some things. Sometimes you want to, or sometimes you want to cut them entirely, but we'll see. Let's go into this, guys. Reality check. Okay, let's see, what did you come up with here? Let's see, one from Phyllis. Let's see. I think I am realizing that I need to delay getting a professional certification to Q1 2023 so that I can focus on revising my manuscript during NaNoWriMo in November. Yes, NaNoWriMo, if you, you're going to do, I mean, it's depending on your word count that you normally achieve. And also whether you're doing 50 or if you're trying to do the full manuscript, you're looking at basically about 2,000 words a day. Some people that's an hour writing, some people that's going to be 3 or 4 hours of writing. So you have to also judge from that, right? Lane, I'm good this week because I can focus heavily on the writing, but I need to manage my anxieties around my deadlines coming up. So it's a kind of reverse reality check. I have time, no need to panic. Ooh, love that. Heather, I think since I am looking at time instead of tasks right now, I should be okay. I did not set a commitment for every hour of the day, and that is smart because then you can take the breaks as you need it, right? Rita, I feel as if my writing needs to be less of a focus. Library kits and my photos to be first, using 1 to 2 sprint session for the photos. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I just went through and I broke a few things down. That way I can, if I can only do part of them, then I can focus in just getting like I have a whole bunch of returns to a whole bunch of different places. So I, instead of looking at it as one large task, I can look at it and just break it down. Did I get stuff returned to Amazon? Did I get stuff returned to Reitman's? You know, that kind of thing. And I can basically check them off individually as the time allows. And also I ended up with cutting one thing because I think that it doesn't work this week. And I decided to put in a reward for the writing. As I'm trying to get comfortable with the revision process, that I give myself a reward after 25 pages. Something simple, play a game, chocolate, you know, the good important things. So I think that's going to actually allow me to maybe be a little more motivated to sit down and get those ones done. So remember to reward yourselves, guys. If you saw my Instagram today, then you know that's completely what it's about. Celebrating our successes, breaking things down, breaking them down. If we succeed in a milestone, giving ourselves rewards that bring us joy, and makes it all that little more enticing to keep moving forward, especially when things get harder in the middle. Okay, guys, we are going to dive into, yes, I'm just looking at, so let's see. So your next steps are going to be to populate your planner, create your master plan or your ideal week, whatever you call it. Make sure that you just give yourself some kind of framework for all the things you want to get done. Things are always subject to change, but give yourself an idea where you think they'll fall during the week. Schedule in some of your self-care. Make sure you guys are taking care of you. Create Mondays. I'm not going to suggest creating Monday's daily plan yet, because of course that's 2 days from now. So I think what I'll say is go and create your Sunday so that you can tomorrow hit the ground running. Celebrate your successes, reward yourselves, guys, and follow your plan and build your dreams. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me for another planning session. I think we are getting better and better at this, and we are definitely getting more done. I would have thought in the craziness of this week that I would have had nothing set up, but nothing actually done in terms of what I thought I would get done, but I actually did because I made myself accountable, and I know that I still have the rest of the day and tomorrow, so I'm going to try to get things done. Elaine, I'll do Monday because it's Sunday here. Perfect. You are so welcome, Elaine. Rita, self-care equals tarot and moon cards and videos. Awesome planet. I love it, guys. Laura, hello. This is the first one I've watched. I love this. I didn't plan this week, but we'll definitely join in next week. Awesome. And you are so welcome. And make sure you guys hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified when I'm going live. We should return to at least, I do believe it's a normal schedule next week, but I haven't looked quite yet. So I will try to get that up for Thursday. You guys have all the notifications. Heather, thank you. You are so welcome. I love you guys. I love doing this with you, and it's just I love that you share my time with me, and I think that's this is important for all of us, and the busier our weeks are, often the more important planning is. So we always forget this part. And I will tell the daughter happy birthday, and we're going to make a fantastic party, definitely. I may run out of the room. There are going to be a dozen 18-year-olds. I'm going to run. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, guys. Okay, I will see you guys next week. I will see you throughout the week at lives, and I will let you know tonight if I could magically make things work out. And I would love to do a writing session with you guys tomorrow, but watch for that notification. I'm not entirely sure with this new little wrench that's been thrown in, how successful I'm going to be at that. Let's see. Phyllis, thanks for the reminder to include self-care, church services, yoga, and breathing exercises. Relax and rewind by stretching during the work week. Love it. I love it, Elaine. You guys have a fantastic weekend too, and a great week, and I'll see you guys soon.